Welcome back to another Hockey Nation Live show. It's all about the preview game on Sunday, February 21st, 2021. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your host, your coach, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth today. We have 4 games in NHL on the program, and we're going to go through each one of them. Of course, we have one outdoor, the second game in Lake Tahoe, where it was amazing view yesterday. I understand this problem they got with the ice, and they have to wait and postpone until late last night. That's make me to go to bed so late, and unfortunately did not bring all the post game yesterday. I apologize, but we are back, and that's what he counted the most. We have 4 games on the program, and let's start right away with the first game of the day at 2 o'clock p.m. The New Jersey Devils play in Washington Capitals. Both of the team played yesterday, and they lost their game. We expect today, and from the net, Wedgwood. I heard from the head coach, Lenny Ruff, is going to take a day off to their goaltender number 1, Blackwood, today. No words about the starter for the Washington Capitals. We know Samsonov is back on the team, but I'm not sure he's going to be ready. So Peter Laviolette did not mention who's going to be the starter for them. So not sure if Vanecek is going to be there. This is the first time of the season they play each other, so we'll see what could happen. Honestly, the problem in New Jersey Devils is more about their special team. They are 25th on power play and the last in PK. And I think that's maybe one of the problems they have. Whatsoever, they have a 6-4-2. So far, they are 7 in the East Division. For the Washington, they are 8-5-3, third in the division. A great power play and also an average good PK. So what I expect for the New Jersey, we just heard today, Remy Murray, defenseman, should be back in the lineup, and also Kusev should join the team, and that's what I think they need. Since they have the problem with the COVID-19, player back to back to back, they are coming back, and of course they announced yesterday new captain Nico Hischier play his first game of the season. He's the 12th captain of the Devils Easter egg franchise. So congrats to Nico, and we'll see really what they look like. For the Capitals, everything looking good. This as the lineup and roster, everybody look healthy, and they won the last 3 games. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a really entertaining game. The second game of the day, of course, this is on the at 7:30 tonight is the game outdoor at Lake Tahoe. The Flyers play versus the Boston Bruins. Two team, they are, first of all, the Flyers are just back from the COVID-19 situation. They play only 1 game, and they tie and they lose the game Thursday night. They are 8-3-3, second in the East Division. And Boston, for the first time this year, they lost the last 2 games. They are 10-3-2. Would be interesting what they are going happening over there. We know already Boston, they play without the defensemen, both Dobril and also Zobril and Grillcheck. They are not ready to play tonight. So not confirmed if Rask is going to be the starter as the goaltender. In the same situation with Flowers, did not hear anything about the situation in front of the net, if it's Hart or Elliott for the team. So far, Boston completely dominate the series 4-0. That will be their 5th game since the beginning of the season. Overall, Boston have maybe one of the best special teams in the league. They are 6th in power play, second and a PK. And also, they are the goal again, number 2 in the NHL with a 2.20. On the flip side, the Flyers have a good with the goals for with number 7 in the league with 3.43. I don't have anything else about the roster. Honestly, what's going on, if they have healthy scratch or if they have a injury problem, everything like that. So we'll see what happens. We know already Flyers play without Morgan Froese since a couple of weeks now because he's injury. Um, Finally, the only thing I can mention, this is the second game in Lake Tahoe at 7:30 tonight. Originally, the game was at 3 p.m., pushed back at 2 p.m., and now because of the situation with the sun, no cloud around, the NHL announced yesterday to bring this game at 7:30 p.m. Not going to be on NBC National, but it's going to be on NBC Sport Network. So that's what happened. By the way, the game between New Jersey and Capitals is on the NBC. Let's move on to game number last game of the night because you have a game at 7 o'clock. I'm going to show to you a little bit later Montreal Canadiens and Ottawa Senators. 10 o'clock p.m. The Winnipeg Jets are in Vancouver Canucks. The series is tied up at 1-1. Jets are 10-6-1. They are the third on the North Division. They won the last game. For Vancouver, they are 8-12-1. They are sixth and the North Division. They lost the last game. That's the game they play each other Thursday night, and the Jets won this game. I think it was maybe Friday night. I apologize. So many games around me. No confirm for both goaltender. I just put Eli Buick there and Demko, but I'll be honest with you, it's not confirmed for both team who's going to be the starter for them. Overall, for them, you know, gold four is pretty good for the Winnipeg Jet. They are number 8 at 3.35. On the flip side, Vancouver Jet struggle with a 3.52 goals again. And that's maybe the one thing they have to get better. The last 5 games, I'll be honest with you, the Canucks getting a little bit better who they are, but not still what they expect. But I can see better as the team be played together. The last 5 games, the most the point for the Jet is Sheffield with 8. Bowser is 6. Most of the goals, Sheffield have 4 goals, 4 assists, and 3 goals for Brock Bowser, and he has 3 assists. And finally, the most assists the last 5 games is the defenseman Morrissey. Have 5, and Myers, another defenseman, with 3 plus 5 for Moser, and of course plus 3. If we go with the stat for the goaltender, Elibiuk have 7-5-1, 2.61, a save percentage of 9-1-6. And if we go with both goaltender for Winnipeg Jets struggle, 3.31, Demko at 3.44 for Old D. On the flip side, Browser has 21 points since the beginning of the year. All that 15. GD Miller have 16. So overall, they have a great. And Quinn Hughes, a great season, 218 assists for 20 points. Unfortunately, have minus 13 is something he need to get better, what we mention all the time. For the Jets, the most points so far is Sheffield with 23, but I like the fact like Ehlers have 10 goals, 8 assists for 18 points for defensemen. Buick have 14.2 goals, 12 assists for so far for them. So, it's the two teams need to go back on the track with more wins. So we'll see how Canucks want to react after the loss against the Winnipeg. Finally, the last game I want to talk to you, of course, is the game between Montreal and Montreal and Ottawa Senators tonight, 7 o'clock. Montreal lost the last game last night against Toronto, 5-3. They didn't play for 1 week, and two things I have to remind you is Montreal now look great. They didn't play the level they should play. Closely after the game, a press conference was mentioned about the mistake and errors they make during the game. All of them, not a specific players, but they said they did not play the level they should play. Too many turnover, and but they had their chance to win yesterday. So they had the first, at some point middle of the first period, a lot of breakaway and 2 versus 1, and Anderson was there. On the flip side, a lot of things going on in Montreal. Questionable about the way Carey Price played again last night. I don't think so. He played a level whatsoever. He could not do anything. 3 at least, or the 5 goal on the power play. But the one he gave, the second goal of Austin Matthews, make the goal for the game 4-2. Did not help, to be honest with you. It's a save. Usually he should save. Anyway, go back to the game tonight, 7 o'clock. This is the third game of the series between both teams. It's 1-1 right now for this series in the beginning of the year. Montreal now is 9-5-2, lost yesterday, and they are fourth in this division. For Ottawa, they lost the last two games, and they are 4-14-1. They are in the last position, 7. The both game they lost, it was against Toronto Maple Leafs during the weeks. We expect, this confirmed, Allen and Murray as a starter, as a goaltender. The power play for Montreal is 20.6, and they gave 3 goals on 4 yesterday. They dropped at 23rd at 76.6. For Ottawa, their special team is really low. 11.6 power play, 28, and 73.0, 27, and in the league. Goals for Montreal is pretty good, 344. They are 6. Goal again, they are the worst in the league. Ottawa with 4.11. They are 31st. The shot average 34.1 for Montreal and 31.9 shot on the net for Ottawa. The face off, both teams struggle. Montreal struggle a lot more at 46.8, 27 in the league, and 23rd for Ottawa with 48.3. Talking about players, the stats, since the beginning of the year, Dan Donav had the most goal with 6. Toffoli, 11, scored another goal yesterday. It's a back-to-back goal for him. For the point, Ketchuk have 11 so far for Ottawa, and Montreal now Toffoli with 16. He has, honestly, 11 goals, 5 assists. The most TAHOE, and it's a Shabbat with 25-29, a Weber 23-28, and most the goal, most the win, Murray with 2, and Carey Price with 5. Talking about a little bit about the roster for tonight, we heard today Hogberg, goaltender, he is out minimum 1 to 2 weeks. They called back Joey Dakar, and also they announced today D.G. Smith on head coach for Ottawa. Thomas Chabot, their captain, is on the game decision. They will decide during the warm-up if he's going to be on the lineup or not. We know he missed the last game against Toronto. And finally, for Montreal, yesterday they bring back Mede and Tatar and Biron, and they put out Kulak and Perry. Mede have a average game, plus he got 2 penalty, and both time the Maple Leafs score. I would not be surprised if Mete is out of the lineup tonight. They bring back Kulak. For Corey, I'm not sure what will happen. Be honest with you, I'm not what if Perry will be back and then put someone else out. Overall, Anderson yesterday have 9 hits during the game, won the most, and the Montreal hit 44 times against Toronto. I think Toronto hit 17-11. So it'll be interesting what Montreal go through that part over there. And of course, if you follow the Hockey Nation live show, I'm doing all the post game for Montreal, and also for the Florida Panthers, and the post game also. And I want just to remind you, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel under Hockey Nation live show, and the Facebook page to get all these fun things, breaking news, injury list, waiver list, hiring list, everything about the NHL. I'll put this on the Facebook. And finally, we have a daily show Monday to Friday, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, with my co-host Michael DeBenano. And I stream the night sometime, and when we're watching Montreal or other team in NHL, I ask you join us to talk about this could be under our YouTube channel. We have under Hockey Nation Live Show, or Facebook page, of course, Hockey Nation Live Show. Have an amazing, great Sunday. Don't forget, full game, 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 10 o'clock, and of course the outdoor game in Lake Tahoe between the Boston Bruins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Have an amazing, great day of hockey, fans.